Israeli tour guide Ikey Korin takes us to the Galilee to tell us more.
When I'm guiding here in Israel, there's two books I'm carrying with me. One is the Bible, because this is the land of the Bible. But the other one I'm carrying around is a book which was written by Mark Twain. Mark Twain has visited this country in 1869. And the country that he saw is not the country in which we're in nowadays. And I just want to give you an idea what was that country that Mark Twain saw and documented in this book that I have in here. One of the places he's been to is this very place where we are in right now. It is called Ein Malaha. Mark Twain rode on his horse for about 2 or 3 hours to get to this place. And these were his impressions at that time. Okay? And this is what he says. We saw water then, but nowhere in the whole waste around was a foot of shade. And we were scorching to death, like onto a shadow of a great rock in a weary land. Nothing in the Bible is more beautiful than that. And surely there is no place we have wandered to that is able to give us such a touching expression in this blistering, naked, treeless land. A little bit more than 100 years later, this naked, treeless land, look at all the trees around here. Let us just show you the other side of the road. And look at all those nectarines and plums over there. The valley, which was so desolated, where one can ride 30 miles here about and not seeing 10 human beings. Look at the highway around here. Look at those orchards of citruses everywhere around here. This is what happened. Mark Twain indeed have seen the prophecies of destruction. A year later, Jews has resettled down in this country and a new prophecy has begun. The prophecies of coming back to the land of Israel, the prophecies of the people of Israel being redeemed back in their own land.
Everywhere you look while traveling around the Galilee, fruit trees and gardens surround you. But not all of the area has been cultivated. The Jews continue their hard work, turning the remainder of Galilee's rocky, hopeless hills into fertile fields.
I guess that the average farmer that you know of has a piece of land which he cultivates. Sometimes he may have to chop off a forest to turn it into a farmland. But please take a look at the ground around us and see how rocky it is. It is full with boulders. Which farmer would cultivate such a piece of land? And take a look way back there. See how many huge piles of boulders there are everywhere around here. And what you're looking at is actually the combination of forces between the Jewish people, diaspora, and the people of Israel. The Jews around the world are contributing money to all kinds of organizations like the JNF. And these organizations are putting hundreds of bulldozers hours around here, uprooting those rocks, get them in piles, and then turning this rocky soil, this rocky mountainside, into a farmland. You can see these mangoes way up there. And all the edges of the field, all those piles of rock you see around you, this is the result. We are in here to fulfill the prophecies. We are taking this wasteland and we're turning it into a farmland. We're turning it into a green land. A land which nobody thought ever would be good for anything. See what are the results. And it is amazing. It is a miracle. I don't think that there's many countries around the world where you would see something like that.